Welcome to GNP Sir Classes official channel. In our today's lecture, Dr. Kamal Kumar explains Unit 6 and Unit 7 of the Veterinary Extension course. Listen to the lecture carefully and learn. So today Dr. Kamal Kumar explains Unit 6, Livestock Economics and Marketing, and Unit 7, Livestock Entrepreneurship. So let us start with Unit 6. Basic concepts. Wants. These are desires for goods and services. They are unlimited, because we can always imagine wanting more. Goods. These are tangible objects that satisfy our wants. Examples include food, clothing, and electronics. Services. These are intangible actions that satisfy our wants. Examples include haircuts, transportation, and entertainment. Wealth. This is the total value of all the economic resources you own. It's not just money, but also includes your possessions, property, and investments. Utility. This refers to the satisfaction you get from consuming a good or service. Basically, how much happiness or benefit you receive from using something. Price. This is the monetary value assigned to a good or service. Prices are influenced by supply and demand, which we'll get to later. Value. Value can be subjective or objective. Subjective value is how much you value something based on your needs and wants. Objective value is the perceived worth of something in a market, often based on its production cost or scarcity. Assets. These are resources with economic value that you own. They can be tangible, like a car, or intangible, like a stock certificate. Capital. This refers to resources used to produce goods and services. It can be physical capital, like factories or machines, or human capital, like education and skills. Money. This is a medium of exchange used to facilitate transactions. It allows us to avoid bartering and makes trade more efficient. Income. This is the money you earn over a period of time, usually from wages, salary, or investments. Here are the factors of production. The factors of production are the essential ingredients used to create goods and services. They are like the building blocks of the economy. Economists typically classify them into four main categories. Land. This refers to all natural resources that are used in production. It includes land itself, for farming, building, etc., but also encompasses resources like minerals, oil, forests, and even sunlight and air. Labor. This is the human effort used in the production process. It includes the physical and mental work people contribute to create goods and services. From factory workers to teachers, all contribute their labor. Capital. Capital refers to man-made resources used in production. This includes physical capital like factories, machines, tools, and equipment. It can also encompass intangible capital like intellectual property and patents. Entrepreneurship. This is the human creativity and risk-taking that drives the production process. Entrepreneurs identify opportunities, organize resources, land, labor, and capital, and create new businesses or improve existing ones. Now let us define economics. The definitions for economics given by different economists are as follows. As shown in the table. Adam Smith defines economics an inquiry into the nature and causes of the wealth of nations. Alfred Marshall defined economics as the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment and with the use of the material requisites of well-being. As per Lionel Robbins, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. And John Maynard Keynes defines economics as the theory of economics does not furnish a body of settled conclusions immediately applicable to policy. It is a method rather than a doctrine, an apparatus of the mind, a technique of thinking, which helps its possessor to draw correct conclusions. The above two tables also describes the different scientists, their era and the theory they provided. Now let us discuss what is a market. In economics, a market is not just a physical location like a farmer's market. It's a system where buyers and sellers come together, directly or indirectly, to exchange goods and services. This exchange is influenced by factors like demand, the willingness and ability of buyers to purchase goods and services at different prices. Supply, the amount of goods and services producers are willing to sell at different prices. Markets can also be classified based on various factors, by geography, local markets, national markets, international markets. By time, spot markets, immediate exchange, vs futures markets, contracts for future delivery. By product, goods markets, services markets, financial markets, stocks, bonds. By regulation, auction markets, negotiated markets. The table explains the market structure, their description, with examples. The functions of the market include packaging, transportation, grading, standardization, storage, warehousing, processing, value addition, buying and selling, market information, financing, and minimizing of risks. The government interventions that regulate markets are World Trade Organization, Food and Agriculture Organization and Codex Alimentarius. Now let us discuss Unit 7. First, we discuss entrepreneurship and its types. According to Joseph Schumpeter, an entrepreneur in an advanced economy is an individual who introduces something new in the economy, a method of production not yet tested by experience in the branch of manufacture concerned, a product with which consumers are not yet familiar, a new source of raw material or of new markets and the like. Entrepreneurship is a set of activities performed by the entrepreneur. Thus, entrepreneur precedes entrepreneurship. Clarence Danhoff classification. Clarence Danhoff classifies entrepreneurs into 4 types. Innovative. An innovative entrepreneur is one who assembles and synthesizes information and introduces new combinations of factors of production. Imitative. Imitative entrepreneur is also known as an adoptive entrepreneur. He simply adopts successful innovation introduced by other innovators. Fabian. The Fabian entrepreneur is timid and cautious. He imitates other innovations only if he is certain that failure to do so may damage his business. Drone. His entrepreneurial activity may be restricted to just 1 or 2 innovations. He refuses to adopt changes in production even at the risk of reduced returns. The different theories given by different people are mentioned and accordingly. Theory of high achievement, McClelland, theory of profit night, theory of market equilibrium Hayek, and theory of social culture, Stokes. The different forms are sole proprietorship as the easiest, oldest, and most popular form of business to create. A sole proprietorship usually involves one person owning and operating a business. The owner and business are the same person. Partnership involves 2 or more persons who unite in the operation and management of a business venture. Public Limited Company. The company defined under Section 3(1) IV of the Companies Act, 1956 is a public company that is not a private company, has a minimum paid-up capital of 5 lakh rupees or such higher capital as may be prescribed. The various institutions promoting entrepreneurship in India are National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, NIESBUD, Noida, NIFTEM Kundli, Sonipat, Haryana, EDI Gandhinagar, Gujarat, National Institute of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, NIMSME, Hyderabad, National Institute of Rural Development, Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship Guwahati, and Ministry of MSME. The various entrepreneurship development programs in India are Startup India, Stand Up India, and Mudra Scheme. Now let us describe what is break-even analysis and other terms. Break-even analysis is a financial tool used to determine the point at which your business will neither make a profit nor a loss. It essentially calculates the minimum amount of sales you need to cover all your business expenses. BEP, in units, equals total fixed costs, price per unit, variable cost per unit. Fixed costs. These are expenses that remain constant regardless of your sales volume. Examples include rent, salaries, insurance, and loan payments. Variable costs. These expenses vary directly with your sales volume. Examples include the cost of raw materials, labor for production, and commissions for salespeople. The more you produce and sell, the higher the variable costs. Total costs. This is the sum of your fixed costs and variable costs at a specific sales volume. Revenue. This is the total income generated from your sales. Break-even point, BEP. This is the sales volume, in units or total revenue, at which your total costs equal your total revenue. This table explains the management approaches. Now let us talk about the project evaluation or appraisal. The project analysis helps businesses and organizations decide whether a particular project is worth pursuing. There are 2 main approaches to project evaluation: discounted and non-discounted methods. Both consider different factors, with discounted methods being generally preferred due to their consideration of the time value of money. Discounted cash flow (DCF) methods. These methods take into account the time value of money, recognizing that a dollar today is worth more than a dollar received in the future. Here are some common DCF methods. Net present value (NPV). This calculates the present value of all the cash inflows and outflows associated with the project over its lifespan. A positive NPV indicates the project is expected to generate a profit after considering the time value of money. This is the most widely used DCF method. Internal rate of return (IRR). This is the discount rate that makes the NPV of a project equal to zero. In simpler terms, it's the annualized return on investment (ROI) of the project. A project with an IRR higher than the company's minimum acceptable rate of return (MAR) is considered acceptable. Discounted payback period. This method calculates the time it takes for the project's discounted cash inflows to recover the initial investment. A shorter payback period is generally preferred, but it doesn't consider the project's cash flows beyond the payback period. Social cost-benefit analysis. Let us also explain the non-discounted cash flow methods. These methods don't consider the time value of money and are generally considered less sophisticated than DCF methods. However, they can be useful for quick comparisons of projects with short lifespans and relatively stable cash flows. Here are some common non-discounted methods. Payback period. Similar to the discounted payback period, this calculates the time it takes for the project's total cash inflows to recover the initial investment. Accounting rate of return (AR). This method uses average annual profit as a percentage of the initial investment. It's a simple calculation but doesn't consider the timing of cash flows. Profitability index (PI). This is the ratio of the project's total cash inflows to the initial investment. A PI greater than 1 indicates a potentially profitable project. Let us also talk about some accounting terms. Proprietor. He is the owner of the business. Assets. These are the material and non-material things or possessions or properties of the business, including the amounts due to it from others. Liabilities. These denote the amounts which a business owes to others, other than the proprietor, on different accounts such as loan from bank. Balance sheet. It is a statement of financial position of a business at any given time. Debtor. One who owes debt or money is a debtor, i.e., one who owes money to a business is a debtor. Creditor. One to whom a debt is owed or creditor is a person to whom some money is to be paid for the loan taken or service obtained or goods bought. Thanks for watching. Kindly share, comment, and subscribe. GNP Sir Classes official channel. See you again. Bye.